A long time ago, long before you were born, in 1912, ʻAbdu'l-Bahá visited America. While he was on his trip to America, he spoke to many different people, women and men and children. He went to many cities, to churches and temples and universities, and parks and meetings and houses, to tell people about the Baha'i faith. He spoke to young people and old people, rich people and poor people, white people and black people. He told them all about Baha'u'llah. Wherever ʻAbdu'l-Bahá went, many Baha'is went with him. They were Baha'is of all kinds, Persians in Persian clothes, Americans in American clothes, and rich Baha'is and poor Baha'is, and old Baha'is and young Baha'is, and all colours, caramel and ebony and peach and honey and porcelain and copper. Once, while ʻAbdu'l-Bahá was in New York, he went to a place called the Bowery. Many Baha'is went to the Bowery with ʻAbdu'l-Bahá. As they walked down the street, some people stared at them because they were so different. Soon some of the children started shouting and laughing. They thought it was funny to see so many different kinds of people together. Some of the boys called names and some even threw sticks at ʻAbdu'l-Bahá and the Baha'is that walked down the streets. Mrs. Kinney was one of the Baha'is with ʻAbdu'l-Bahá. ʻAbdu'l-Bahá was staying at her house in New York. It made her sad to see the boys laughing and shouting at ʻAbdu'l-Bahá and his friends, so she went over to speak to the children. She told the boys who ʻAbdu'l-Bahá was. She said that he was a very holy man. He had spent many years in prison and had suffered very much, just because he told the truth and loved all people. Now he was going to a meeting to tell people about Baha'u'llah. The boys were sorry for what they had done. "Can't we go to the meeting too?" they asked. "No," Mrs. Kinney said, "not today." But since ʻAbdu'l-Bahá was staying at her house, they could come there on Sunday to meet him. She gave the boys her address, but she didn't really think they would come. When Sunday came, the children arrived at Mrs. Kinney's house, dressed up in their very best clothes. She was surprised to see them, but she was very happy that they had come to meet ʻAbdu'l-Bahá. All the boys came into the house. They went up the stairs and walked into a very large room. ʻAbdu'l-Bahá was standing at the door. He was smiling and laughing because he liked the children very much. He met each one of the boys as they came into his room. He shook their hands and put his arm around their shoulders. His smiles and laughter made them all very happy. The last child to come into the room was a black boy. When ʻAbdu'l-Bahá saw him, he was even happier than before. In a loud voice full of joy and love, he said that here was a black rose. ʻAbdu'l-Bahá said these words because he was so happy to see the last little boy. And this made the little boy very happy too. In nature, no black roses grow. Most roses are red or yellow or pink or white. But people imagine black roses and say that if there ever were a black rose, it would be the most beautiful flower of all. ʻAbdu'l-Bahá loved to be with children of different colours. That is why he was so happy to see the last little boy who came into the room, because he was different from all the others. While the children were in his room, ʻAbdu'l-Bahá brought in a large box of chocolates. He knew that most little children love chocolate. He gave every child as many chocolates as they could hold in their hands. The little boys surely never forgot their visit with ʻAbdu'l-Bahá, and they surely never forgot what ʻAbdu'l-Bahá had shown them. People of all kinds and of all colours are beautiful.
This story of ʻAbdu'l-Bahá illustrates an important principle of Baha'i life: the love, respect, and appreciation of human diversity, and that black people are like the pupil of the eye, bringing light to the world of humanity. The Baha'i teachings do not ask us to ignore racial and ethnic differences, but rather that we should seek out and enjoy the fruits of intercultural fellowship, friendship, and sharing. A Baha'i should value and cherish intercultural experiences and make them a part of their daily life. It should be pointed out that ʻAbdu'l-Bahá did not simply ignore the fact that the last child to come into the room was of a different ethnicity than the others, and he did not behave as if this difference was of no importance. No, he announced the beauty of this diversity and emphasized it with such love and joy that no one can mistake his purpose. ʻAbdu'l-Bahá wrote, "Baha'u'llah hath said that the various races of humankind lend a composite harmony and beauty of colour to the whole. Let all associate, therefore, in this great human garden, even as flowers grow and bind together, side by side, without discord or disagreement between them."